Welcome to the CPMS training series brought to you by OpenUp. In our last training, we logged in and then you were brought to the year-end dashboard. On the right hand side, you have access to the user manual and documentation. On the left hand side, you've got access to all the applications. On the top menu, you can go here to see your center, and then here you can see what year-end dashboard that you're into. This training is about patient enrollment and consent. All authorised health professionals in the CPMS can enrol patients and record their consents into the enrolment form. In order to do that, users are requested to go to the centre dashboard from the top menu and click to enrol a patient. In order to enrol a new patient for a certain medical centre, the user can click on either of the Enrol Patient buttons on their dashboard for the medical centre in question. Clicking on either this one or this one here on the left hand side will bring you to the Enrol Patient form. Required fields are indicated by a red flag or a required flag. These must be filled out in order for the patient to be successfully enrolled. Let's select the date, which we will select today. Pre-qualification check. Have you sought advice on this patient at a national healthcare provider organisation? That's entirely up to you. For training purposes here, we'll select no. In order to be enrolled in the system, the patient must give consent. As can be seen, there is a checkbox which the user must use to indicate that consent has been given. The consent forms can be downloaded by clicking the Download Consent Forms button located on the right hand side of the consent section. By selecting this button, the Download Consent Forms, you were brought to a page where the languages are listed. Right now it's in English. Select that button and the form automatically appears within your browser window. The first page details all the information about consent, and the second page allows the patient to decide to give consent or not consent to the 3 types of consent that are available within the CPMS. So just let's go back. There are 3 types of consent available in the CPMS. Consent for care pathway, required for successful enrolment and seek virtual consultation. Consent to be contacted for research projects or clinical trials, or consent for year-end databases and registries, which are required to make all recorded data available for research in the year-end database. So let's select consent for care. We'll select today's date, and our patient here has given consent for research. Identifying data must be entered. So let's enter Alan for the first name, O'Neill for the second name. He will be male, and we'll enter in the date of birth. Let's give him a date of birth of 2001, January the 10th. The record label here describes how this patient will appear for all authorised users in a particular centre. We emphasise that any recorded identifiable data shown in the enrolment and the record label will never appear to any unauthorised users. All required fields are filled in, so let's click the Enrol button. Your patient is now enrolled. So for the next training, we'll talk about opening up a new panel. Thank you.